All right, and I think we are live. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're staying safe out there. It's a scary time for everybody. Um, if you like reality TV and a little bit of makeup, be sure to subscribe down below. Click the notification bell. Click the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all, so that way you can get all my notifications when I go live or when I have updates. I'm working on a really, really big video. It's taking me a long time about what Tiger King and Cody Brown have in common. So I look forward to doing that. And if you could hit the like button for me, I would greatly appreciate it. But let me go ahead and share screen here. So you ain't gotta look at the screen the whole time. All right. So today we're going to be talking about the season finale of Sisterwives, season 14, episode 15, Two Moms, Their Daughter, and a Baby. Now, this one was very telling, but at the same time boring, because usually Sunday nights, or usually I watch it twice. With the first time, I just watch it just to enjoy the show. Then the second time, I watch it to take notes. Well, the second time, I didn't even really watch it because I remembered some of it, and I just kinda skipped through it because even for a season finale, this was a dud, and, I'm just over this season. Like, honestly, I'm still gonna be going live on Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'm gonna change the topic for next week, but I don't even think I am going to be doing recaps of the Sister Wives anymore. I'm gonna try to pick different topics and whatnot because this season was so dragged out, it ain't even funny. Um, they had two main scenes, but Maddy having her baby, and then Robin and Cody trying to buy that house. But one thing that was very apparent is you've seen Janelle, you've seen Robin, you've seen Christine, but you didn't see Meri in this last episode. Almost like the last episode where they were in marriage counseling and said it was pretty much over, and I think it really is. I think Meri's sticking it out for the show and the fear of the unknown, because of what relationships that she does have that are good, she's afraid of leaving. Hopefully, I'm sure a lot of people think this, that they hope that Meri actually does end up moving on. I hope so. Because first off, she's very beautiful. If you look at her Twitter, she takes great photos. Now, are they photoshopped like some people want to say? Who knows? I mean, I haven't got the hang of photoshopping. I've tried a few times, but I haven't really mastered it. But what person isn't photoshopping? You know what I mean? But she wasn't in the season finale at all, and that to me, that's speaks a lot of what's been going on with Meri and this whole family. I'm going to start off with let's start off with Robin and Cody, and then with the good news of the baby. Like I said, I've done checked. Oh, and before I get started, this is not about anybody other than the sister wives. So if somebody wants to think that it's about them, you can think it. I mean, if the shoe fits, then wear it. But it ain't my fault. So it's nobody on the outside of the sister wives. These are my opinions. If you don't like them, oh well. And that's the certain particular, something or other, but that is my disclaimer. Moving on, we're going to talk about Robin and Cody. They visit the mortgage company to see what's taking them so long to close on the house. Sorry. That they are renting on while they're closing. Cody actually takes up for Robin when he tells the realtor that they both dragged their feet on going to buy a house because they were hoping on renting. And in the private interview, Robin goes, "Well, that was all my fault. That had nothing to do with you." He goes, "But we're in this together." And the first thing that I think of was, "Well, Cody, aren't you supposed to be in it with Meri too? Because you've known her the longest, you've been married to her. And even though you're supposed to work it out, you're supposed to be in it together. And he's already done chucked out, so why not just let her go?" But he says that, and the realtor mentions that it's gonna be complicated with their finances because Cody said that he's on 4 mortgages. And that's where I had an issue last week is thinking, like, they're married. What why do they have to add the other people? And, so apparently Cody is on the house with Christine and Janelle and whatnot. He's on the mortgages with them. So that makes sense of why he's gotta add everybody's finances in. And, it's weird that Robin says that, "Well, I'm not married to 3 women." Well, you knew he was married to 3 women when you got with him. You decided to go into this lifestyle, and you're the one that dragged your feet, so now you just gotta deal with it, and your kids are the ones that are suffering. But the realtor assures them that everything was gonna be okay, and it'll work out soon, and it's still in limbo, and it's all about them. That happened with them, it's still in limbo at the end of the, episode because he's talking about how they're still waiting on that stuff, which we know they end up closing. Then Cody goes to visit him and Janelle's kids who stayed back because right now Janelle's with Maddy in North Carolina. And he legit says that he's gonna go over to visit and, check on them once in a while. Well, first off, just same schedule of going over there and spending a couple nights, not just, when you make time for your own kids. That kind of threw me off. Like, does he really separate his time between houses? Because you would think he would be there when Janelle's not, as in, spending nights with the kids, because he said that he tries to catch them after school or stuff like that to interact with them, which is really odd. But the one that is watching Janelle's kids is Janelle's mother, who is actually watching them. He just, part-time dad bullshit. And apparently, Cody and Janelle's son, I can't remember his name, but he's very smart. And he actually went and took summer classes, like doubled up on classes, so that way he could skip his senior year and go straight into college. And I thought that was pretty awesome. But that was it for everything else that doesn't deal with the baby. Now, as far as the baby aspect of Maddy having her baby, as you can see here on the right-hand corner, bottom corner, she ends up having a baby girl. I do block out the baby's face. I don't want to have any. I try not to put any kids on my channel, especially when I do not like Cody and I'm sitting here being negative some of the time. I don't want to, interact like that with, yeah, I don't want to put kids in the middle of that. So, Maddy makes it to her due date, so she goes to a checkup on her due date, and Caleb said that he was just gonna go to work as usual. He'll be on call for anything. And Maddy ends up still being the same, 4 centimeters dilated, 50% effaced, and she could get the membrane swept, where they scrape the insides or whatever to induce labor, but she opts out of that because Caleb is, like, 200 miles away, and, she wants him to be there because that could happen, induce labor, and she could have the baby an hour later. So she didn't wanna do that. So Christine, Maddy, Janelle, and little Axel head to the mall to do a little bit of walking, but they didn't even make it inside the mall because as soon as they got out of the truck, Maddie's water breaks. So they head back to the hospital or the birthing center, Cody gets there after the birth. We'll get that out of the way. He's not there for the birth, but he gets there after the birth. Caleb makes it just in time. Maddy wants Caleb by her, up by her head. She's like, I need you. Of course, she's doing it without pain medications, so she probably needed him there to help her. And Janelle actually was the one to be able to catch the baby as the baby is coming out. And, but it was a sad turn of events because the baby was having a hard time breathing on her own. So the ambulance had to come, and it was so sad seeing a baby incubator. I think that's what they're called. The little plastic looking boxes. The baby was in one of those things. And the blood oxygen levels were low. But the baby ends up being fine and comes home a few days later. Cody's there. They all enjoy the baby, and come to find out that the baby has FATCO, which is a short FATCO, which is a short name for a very long name. And it's a rare disease. And she didn't know she wanted to come out about this information, and she wanted to make it clear that the baby went to the hospital because of the blood oxygen levels, not because of the FATCO. And the FATCO is where she's missing a few fingers and a toe, and she's missing a bone in her leg. I think she said femur, but I'm not for sure on that. And her name is Evangeline Cody. Eve for Caleb's grandma, Jillian, Vangel, the gel part is for Janelle, and Caleb's mom for the lean part. And Cody is for Cody, but for short they call her EVK. And that's all for this episode. Very, very short episode. So yeah, like I said, it was a very short episode. And that's all they did. That was the season finale. Can't believe it. That was the season finale. But yeah, that's all that happened. And I'm going to jump off of here because I am not feeling the greatest. I actually starting to stutter my words. So I'm going to jump off of here. But remember, if you like anything to do with reality TV and makeup, be sure to subscribe down below and click the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so that the way you can get all my notifications. And I will still be going live on Monday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And it is going to be more exciting, more fun, because I can't do no more of these Sister Wives after I do my Tiger King and Cody Brown video. So, yeah. And like I always say, and if you could do me a favor and hit the like button, I would really appreciate it. Like I always say, it's better to be on the outside of the drama looking in. Till next time, make sure you're staying safe. Take care. Bye.